What is up, guys? Today I'm gonna be starting my hypothesis on the DC timeline. So before we get on with it, make sure you guys destroy that subscribe button because I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers before the end of the year. So of course, as you know, the timeline starts off with the new Superman movie. That's exactly what we're gonna be doing. We're gonna be already putting that, and there we go. So here looks like I'm gonna just, of course, start off with that. Then there was also the Suicide Squad 2 introducing Suicide Squad 2 that is introducing, of course, the character of Peacemaker, which I think it's pretty cool because I haven't really seen either of the movies or the series, but they do look pretty good, so I'm gonna have to watch it. And then what I think is gonna happen is they're gonna put the Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow. I think that's gonna be a pretty good movie because we did get a glimpse of her at the end of the Superman movie. And then after the Supergirl, I think what's gonna happen is it's all gonna be the Batman 2022, which I really hope James Gunn does put this Batman, but it's unlikely. But it would be so cool if he does. Like, the Batman movie was great, the Superman movie was great. He could just use that, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But we can still keep our hopes up. So then the Wonder Woman movie, which of course Gal Gadot's not gonna be in it, but it's gonna be another actress, maybe the actress from Andor, like Biggs, the actress who played Biggs. Her name is like Ariana something. I can't really pronounce that name, but that's her name. So she's like the girl who played Biggs in Star Wars Andor. So after Wonder Woman, I think there would be the Lanterns project. Can't seem to type. Okay, there we go. The Lanterns, which I do think that this movie is going to be it's or a movie or a series. I'm not too sure, but I think it's going to be really good. And I do think James Gunn is going to wait before actually doing a Justice League movie, because I think he's gonna want to introduce like some more main characters, like maybe Superman, not Superman, but maybe like Wonder Woman, Flash, and like some more Batman too, like some more classic superheroes before getting to the actual Justice League movies. Because we also did have a rumor of a Batman and Superman crossover movie. Batman. Let's see if I have one of those. Okay, so I'm just gonna use the Batman Part 2, because that too is a movie that's gonna come out, and it's probably gonna come out before maybe after the Wonder Woman, because apparently it's only the script that's finished, but actually maybe before, because the script is finished. But I do think that Wonder Woman, the script, James Gunn, I think is just starting it. So I'm actually gonna take a different poster for the Batman Part 1, because you know, Batman, of course, like, so it could be like the same, just like this. But this is what like my hypothesis is, because I think it's gonna be kind of like too complicated to like get a new Batman, for example, because if we know the Batman 2 is coming out in 2027, so that means that we won't be getting another Batman movie until maybe like 2029, because I don't really know why we get two Batman movies like year after year, and it would be different Batman movies that would just confuse the audience, and they like probably click on the wrong one. So I think that maybe the new Batman movie is not gonna be until like late 2029, because James Gunn is already working on the Wonder Woman movie and maybe a Clayface movie, but I don't think that's gonna happen. But I'm not too sure what he's gonna do with that. But I really, really hope that we get Robert Pattinson's Batman in the new DCU timeline, because he was just great in my opinion, and it'd be so cool to get kind of like a crossover. And after the Lantern series, I think we'll get a Batman and a Superman crossover. So I don't really know. I'm just gonna use the Batman versus Superman 2016 poster, Dawn of Justice, but I think we are gonna get a crossover because James Gunn did say like it's gonna be a team up. So I really liked what he's doing, that he's kind of introducing a few more characters before making some major crossovers. And the only really crossover that there's gonna be, it's gonna be Guy Gardner and the Superman, and he's also going to be in Peacemaker, because I saw the trailer for season 1 and season 2, and he was in it, which is pretty cool. And he's also going to be in the Lanterns project. So for now, I do think that Guy Gardner does have a lot of he's going to be in like already 3 different projects, and we do know Batman might be Robert Pattinson's Batman. If it isn't, it's going to be of course a new Batman, and I really think they should use Robert Pattinson because, and plus if they use Robert Pattinson's Batman, the Penguin series, let's see if I have it. Okay, no. Okay guys, so I did get the Penguin series, and I think what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna place the Batman movie before the Superman movie, because it was in 2022 and the Superman movie is in 2025, so I'm just gonna move everything from one slot, just like this, and then Batman is gonna go right over here. So then it'll be the Batman, and it would actually be the just gonna move everything right over here. It'll be the Batman, then the Penguin series. If they keep Robert Pattinson's Batman, so the Penguin series, and Superman Legacy, followed by the Suicide. Now I know the Suicide Squad 2 did come, of course, before all of this, but I do actually think that that in the timeline it's gonna be after, just because like it would be kind of weird to start the DC timeline with a team of supervillains, so now it would be kind of there. And then it was heard that James Gunn was working on a Clayface movie, so that's pretty cool. And I'm actually going to add it into the timeline because this is basically 2025, and this is what's supposed to be taking place during 2025. But then we have the Supergirl, which is 2026, and Clayface, which is also supposed to be 2026, and then Batman Part 2. I think that Clayface is actually going to be setting up for the Batman Part 2 villain, which I do. So it would kind of make sense if the Batman Part 2 villain was Clayface, if James Gunn was using Robert Pattinson's Batman, which I hope he does. And then we have Wonder Woman, the Lanterns, and the Batman and Superman crossover. Now I really do, again, like I said, I do love that James Gunn is putting out a bunch of movies right before he gets to like a major crossovers. For example, I think it's gonna be Batman. James Gunn did say there's gonna be 4 pillars: Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, and Supergirl. Now, what I do think is Batman, Superman, and Wonder Woman are gonna be like the 3 main characters of the Justice League. Then Green Lantern as Hal Jordan is going to be, of course, there with Flash, and maybe because it was rumored that Hawkeye, the actor who played Hawkeye, which is Jeremy Renner, did sign a $75 million deal with DC, but I'm not too sure if that is true. So I'm not too sure if that's true. So what would happen is that there would maybe be a Green Arrow, but I'm not sure. So So that's pretty much my hypothesis on the DC timeline if James Gunn keeps Robert Pattinson's Batman, which I hope he does. So thank you guys all very much for watching. If you guys want to see more videos like this, make sure you guys leave a like and subscribe. So thank you guys all very much, and bye.